You hear that? Ain't no more out there. That's hunger.
The sound of fluorescent lights humming, papers toughest shuffling, keyboard typing. This is the story of how it all began, how a man named Rick found his freedom, and how that freedom came with a price. A desk drawer slammed shut. Rick had spent 15 years in that cubicle.
Time to go.
Gray walls, fake smiles, burnt coffee from a machine that never worked right. Footsteps on carpet. A badge hits a desk.
I'm done playing by their
One
rules.
Monday morning, he walked in,
No more
packed his
spreadsheets.
box, and walked out.
I'm trading
A door
reports for
closes,
rapids.
traffic sounds, freedom, no speech, no drama, just done. The roar of a truck engine starting, highway wind. He loaded up his truck, the Brewmaster. Rocky and Ziggy jumped in the back, and he drove west, toward the Snake River, towards something real. Tires on gravel, engine fading, birds chirping. 3 days later, he found his spot, a clearing by the river, pine trees, cold, clean air, silence, river flowing, fire crackling. Rick set up camp, old canvas tent, worn gear, a percolator he'd had since he was 20, metal clanking, water pouring. He built a fire as the sun dropped low, golden light through the trees. Rocky and Ziggy settled in close, coffee beans grinding, water heating. Rick brewed his first pot of coffee as a free man. He didn't know it then, but this would be the first batch of what he'd later call the haunted brew. Percolator bubbling, steam rising, the river moved slow, the fire crackled. The dogs were calm, everything felt right, everything felt peaceful. Wind through pines, owl hooting. But peace in the wilderness is never guaranteed. Rocky's ears perk up, a low whine. Rocky lifted his head, ears flat, eyes fixed on the tree line. Ziggy's low growl, tension building. Ziggy stood up slowly, a warning growl rumbling deep in her chest. Rick sets down his mug. Rick looked where they were looking. Nothing, just trees, just shadows. His breathing, wind, silence. The fire crackled. The percolator hissed softly on the coals. Then, a sound, faint, wrong, a whistle, sharp, high-pitched, like a kettle, but it wasn't coming from the percolator. The whistle grows louder. Too loud, it came from the trees, from the darkness, and it was getting closer. Rick grabs his flashlight. The beam cuts through fog. Rick stood up fast, flashlight in hand, heart pounding. What the hell is that? He walks toward the riverbank, footsteps crunching. The whistle kept going. Steady, shrill, unnatural. The beam of light sweeps across the ground. Then Rick saw them. Footprints, fresh, in the mud by the river. His breathing quickens. But something was wrong. The prints were facing away from the water, walking backward, like someone had walked in reverse. Perfectly. The whistle stops, complete silence. Rick froze, the whistle cut off, just like that. Gone. Wind, river, his
Another
heartbeat.
day in the Idaho
He scanned
fog.
the tree line with his light. Nothing, no movement, no sound. Then, right behind him, the whistle screamed. Right behind his head, Rick spins. The flashlight beam whips around. Nothing. Empty air, just fog rolling in off the river. Heavy breathing, panic setting in. Rick backed up toward the fire. Rocky and Ziggy pressed close to his legs, the three of them staring into the dark. Silent stretches, tension building. The fire crackled. The river moved, but nothing else made a sound. One more time. Softer now, almost mocking. The whistle came again, from the trees, from the water, from everywhere and nowhere. And then, silence. Rick didn't sleep that night. He sat by the fire, dogs at his side, watching the tree line, waiting for dawn. Fire crackles, wind howls, fade to silence.